And again, say hello and welcome everyone to the Tuesday class. I taught last night, so I'm not sure how fired up I'm going to be today. But coming back to the mat. And okay. So let's all take that 2 deep breaths here. Deep breath in and exhale. Make these exhales slow as you release down. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Just finding that connection with the mat. Notice how you feel today. Just coming into the space, coming into what you feel and sense in the body. Now deepening the breath, use that Ujjayi, that warrior ocean breath. And if you choose to, your eyes are closed. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open the eyes. Come into that upright seat. Inhale, and as you exhale, just let the gaze come over the right shoulder. Let the chin drop toward the shoulder. And then bring the head up into center. And now take the gaze over the left shoulder, chin drops. Inhaling up and back to center. Exhale, let the chin drop toward the chest. Drawing the shoulders back. Inhaling, the head lifts and the gaze up to the ceiling. Press the jaw toward the ceiling. And bringing the head up, back. Let the right ear drop over toward the right shoulder. And then the head comes up and the left ear toward the left shoulder. And bring the head up. So again, let the right ear drop over toward this right shoulder and then gently roll the chin down toward the chest. And then rolling left ear to left shoulder. And now back down. Right ear to right shoulder. And again, down and to the left. And bring the chin down, inhale and bring the gaze back straight ahead, lifting up tall. And bring the hands out to the side, fingertips down on the floor. Good, lift through the heart. And as you inhale, let the hands rise up. And exhale, reaching wide as the hands come down. And inhaling, The hands lift. Exhale. And one more time. Bringing the palms together, reaching to the ceiling. And exhale as the hands come down. Deep breath in and exhale. And let's do a gentle twist now to the right, left hand across, right hand to the mat just behind you, lifting and exhaling into a twist, looking over the right shoulder. And coming to center, right hand across, left hand behind, and twisting left. Gentle. Inhaling back to center. Let's go to the right, and if you choose, you can make it a little deeper twist, reaching back with the right arm. And coming to center, and exhaling, extending and twisting to the left. And coming back to center. Let's do some circles here, and coming forward with the heart, and then moving the body to the right, rounding back chin to chest. And then to the left and coming forward. And to the right and back. Inhaling up, and exhaling back. And take those rotations the other way. Move forward and then left and back, exhaling, inhaling to the right and up. Last one, and when you come to the back, just round back, chin to chest, release. And as you inhale, lifting back up into that upright seat. Yeah, oh good. Bringing the hands to the side, fingers down toward the floor. Inhale and lift the hands up. And now bring the right hand down to the floor, arcing right. And inhaling, bring the right hand up and the left hand down and arc left. And inhale up. Now take the arms wide, palms toward the floor, reaching out, strong through the arms. Fingers point to the ceiling, pressing to the sides. Keep that neck relaxed and the face soft, shoulders down. And now to bird beak or make fists, and then turn the fingers down toward the floor. Open the arms, hands wide, and exhale. And bring the hands down to the knees. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Oh, good. Just come over onto all fours. Find your table. The toes can be curled under here if that's more comfortable for your feet than the tops of the feet on the mat. Either way, it's fine. So let's do some regular cat-cow. Inhale, lift the gaze, and exhale, let the hip drop, Then press the low back or the middle of the back toward the ceiling. Inhaling, gaze lifts. Exhaling, rounding up. 2 more, inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Coming back to that neutral spine, let's do some circles. Take the body to the right and then open the knees just a bit and bring the hips back. And then take the body to the left, coming forward, and find a little stretch in the wrists here and to the right and left. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. And when you're in the back, go that other direction, take it to the right and up. Long, slow, deep breaths, big circles here. One more. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Just let the hips settle back toward the heels. Bringing the elbows down. Bring the head down to rest on the forearms. Walk the hands toward the front of the mat. Pressing down with the hands and then let the head just release down toward the mat. Just let the head hang. Keeping the elbows lifted, arms strong. Now we'll do a gentle flow forward and back. As you inhale, come forward into knee plank. Let the hips move toward the mat, long from the top of the head to the knees. And as you exhale, move the hips back toward the heels. Let the head drop toward the mat. Inhaling, coming forward. Find that length, bring the shoulder blades onto the back, elbows toward the center, and then exhale, moving back. Two more, inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Last one, coming forward. And exhaling back. Yes, all right. Move the hands over to the right, bring the left hand onto the right. And now draw the left hip back as you release the face toward the right knee. Bring the hands to center and to the left, right hand on left. Inhaling, bring the hands to center. Reach toward the front of the mat. Bring the elbows down behind the wrists. Interlace the fingers, and then just curl the toes and lift up into dolphin. Gently moving in one heel toward the back of the mat, then the other bent, knees are bent. Pressing with the forearms, taking the heart toward the bent knees. Long, deep breaths. And bring the knees down. Take the hips back toward the heels. Bring the arms in again to your resting pose. Lift back up into table. Bring the knees back in under the hips. Grip the mat with the fingertips. And now extend the right arm to the side. And as you inhale, open to the left. Exhaling, take that right arm down and under, reaching through for reaching through for thread the needle. And then the left hand out to the front or release it back, palm down on the sacrum. Or if you choose, extending that left hand to the ceiling. And bring the left hand in, lifting back up, extending that right arm, opening to the right. And exhaling, right hand down. Take that breath in table, move. And now extend the left arm and open to the left. Exhaling, the hand down and under. Left side of the head to the back. And the right hand to where you want it to be. Gently turning the gaze to the ceiling. And bring the right hand in under the shoulder, lifting back up, extending the left arm and opening to the left. And now bring the left hand down and come back to your resting pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Again, walk the hands toward the front of the mat. And then come up into knee plank. Elbows in, tight to the body. And exhale and lower down belly to the mat. Bring the big toes in to touch, chin on the mat. And then press down with the feet, tops of the feet, so the legs become active, and then lift into your cobra. Keep the gaze straight down. And now press with the hands to modified cobra and or upward dog. Now exhale and lower all the way down. Good. Extend the right arm out to the side. Calm down and then gently press with the left hand to roll onto the right hand. Lift the left leg, the top leg, and just gently move it back. And the idea is to find some sensation here in the right upper chest and the right arm. Good. And now coming back onto your belly, take that arm up at about a 45-degree angle. And now gently, because this is a little bit tougher, just gently move toward the right hip. Now coming back over, bring the right hand in under the shoulder, extend the left arm out to the side, and gently move onto the left hip, lifting the right leg. And coming back over, taking that arm up at an angle toward the front of the mat and onto or toward the left hip again. And coming back over and bring those hands in under the shoulders. And from here, let's just press with the hands into a knee push-up, right? And then bend the elbows and lift or lower halfway and press up. And bend the elbows and press back up. Bend the elbows and press back up. And now lower all the way down. Yes, okay. So let's come into Sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders. Just release here. Just take a breath, lifting the gaze straight ahead. Now bring the right arm across under the face, come onto the right hip. And then bend that top knee, the left knee, reach back to the foot. So make this a gentle quad stretch here. Moving that left knee, the top knee, back over the bottom knee gently as you draw that heel toward the hip. Now kick the foot away, release that left shoulder back, lift the gaze to the ceiling into a half bow. Stay strong through that right shoulder. Release the foot, bring the hand to the inside, to the big toe, and then take the left foot to the sky. Bring the left hand down to the mat, keeping keeping the left foot lifted, strong through the heel, toes pointing toward the front of the mat. And now slowly lower that left leg down. And then point the toes and lift it back up. Flex and lower. And point and lift. And lower slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Staying on the right hip with the toes pointed to the side, just do side leg lifts here. So lifting, keeping the toes pointed to the side, lifting that left leg, and then lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. Fine. Coming back over into Sphinx. And if you choose, you can open the elbows wide and bring the right side of the face down to the mat. And the left side of the face. And coming back into Sphinx, bring the left arm under the face. Come on to the left hip. Bend the right knee, the top knee, reach back to the foot. And now that gentle hamstring stretch. No, the channel quadricep stretch. Now kick the foot away. Finding that half bow. Good. Release the foot, hand to the inside, and the right foot to the ceiling. Bring the right hand down, slowly lower the right leg. And point the toes and lift. Flex and lower. And lift. Lower, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And now side leg lifts. Lifting the right leg. And then lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Yes. Coming back over into Sphinx. Take that breath. And if you choose, coming down the right side of the face to the mat. And the left side of the face. So bring the elbows in. And now pressing with the elbows and the forearms, just lift the hips. Keep the neck long, gaze straight down, curl the toes, and into forearm plank. Two more deep breaths. And bring the knees down, release the hips to the mat, and come down to your resting pose, right side of the face to the mat. And then the left side of the face. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Press up to table. And come into downward facing dog. Just pop right up. And now come down into a regular plank. Lift the hips back to downward dog. Bend the knees. Come down into plank. Hips lift, knees bent, and one more time down to plank. And lift the hips, downward dog. And step the feet toward the hands. Come to half lift. You're breathing. Press the belly down toward the mat and gaze is straight down. Spine is long. And now exhale down to your forward fold, bending the knees, bringing the weight forward. Working those heels. And now bend the knees and press with the feet. Arms just hang as you round up. Taking the arms wide. And now pressing with the feet and lifting through the heart and the arms and the hands. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, all right, yoga flop. Just got a big old pop in my left ankle. Okay. Grounding down through the feet. Lifting into mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Spinal flow. Bring the right arm down, arc right. And inhale up. And the left arm down, arcing left. And inhale up. Wide twist to the right. Oh, fingertips to fingertips, good stretch. Coming up. And now to the left, reaching wide. And inhale up. Hands to the heart, hinge into your forward fold. Releasing down toward the mat with the face or the head, pressing to lift the hips. Belly on the thighs. Now really bend the knees, hands out in front. Press into the mat with the feet, lifting back up. Hands move back. Inhaling and exhale, mountain pose. So mountain pose, inhale the hands up. And exhale, reaching wide now, dive into the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And now take a big step back with the right foot. Shoot it way to the back of the mat. Into our high lunge. And remember, high lunge, we're trying to work our hips lower than our shoulders. We want to be long from the top of the head to the heel of the back foot. And I like spider fingers. And we want that left foot, that front foot, under or ahead of the heel, either under the knee or ahead of the knee. Spin the back heel in and down. And now come up into warrior one. And bring the arms wide. Come to airplane here. Coming down over that front thigh. And then bring the fingertips down to the mat. Come up on the back toes. And just press with that front foot, lifting the back foot hip height. Just standing airplane. And inhale up. And bring the hands down. All right, that's challenging. Take that breath, yoga flop. From mounted pose, inhale the hands up. And exhale, forward fold. Come to half lift. And now take the left foot way back. Find your high lunge. Strong through the back leg. Breathe. And then spin the left heel in and down, lifting to warrior one. Take the arms wide into airplane. Now bring the fingertips down to the mat, up on those back toes. Lift that back foot hip height. Standing airplane. Coming up. Exhale the hands down. Yes. Yoga flop. Now step back with the right foot. We're moving the head to knees, so wherever that stance is for you for that pose. Bring the hands behind. Lace the fingers. And then press the hands down toward the floor. Exhale and fold. Keep that little bend. Front knee. Drawing the left hip back. Lift the hands to the ceiling. Inhale, get long through the spine as you come back up. Press the hands toward the floor. Take the right hip forward. Lift the gaze to the ceiling and breathe. And inhaling up. And release the hands and step the foot up. Take a breath. And step back with the left foot. Good lengths for the feet. From head to knee. Hands behind. Exhale and fold. Inhaling, lift back up with a long spine. Then press the hands to the floor. Left hip comes forward and the gaze lifts to the ceiling. And inhaling up. Release the hands and step that left foot up. Take that breath. Mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale and fold. Let's take just a couple breaths here and forward fold. Top of the head releases toward the mat. And the face gently moves toward the knees. Knees are bent. And you're really pressing the belly onto the upper thighs. And if you want to try something funky, you can slide your hands under the front of the feet. With the wrists or the toes all the way to the wrists. And then release. Coming back down to your regular forward fold. Pressing the hips to the ceiling. Keeping the belly touching the thighs. Good. Inhale, come to half lift. And as you exhale, step it back into plank. Remember, the knees can be down. And now we lower all the way down. So with the chin on the mat and the hands under the shoulders, just lift the right leg. Flex those toes, but point the foot. So you're pressing back through the ball of the foot. Pressing down into the mat with the top of the left foot. One more breath. And then lower the right leg. Take a breath, release. Lift the left leg. Flex and spread the toes, but point through the ball of the left foot. Lifting and breathing. One more breath. And then lower the left leg. Good. Take the elbows wide, the right side of the face to your mat. You can windshield wiper the heels of your feet. And now we'll come into locust with the hands angled or down by your side. Inhale and lift the legs, lift the heart, lift the head, lift the arms and hands. Breathe. One more breath. And exhale and lower everything. Turn the palms up, heels out. And now press back up into table, bring the feet around to the front. And just take 2 deep breaths, really strong through the legs here, with the toes pointed back toward your face. The toes are touching, the mounds of both feet are touching, the heels are touching, and you're pressing through the heels so hard that the heels come up off the mat. One more breath. Good. Release, bend the knees. Now come into a seated forward fold. As you inhale, go ahead and round up. And come to Navasana, the boat pose. Knees bent or not, your choice. And now lower gently down to canoe. And all the way down to the mat. Yes. Toes out, palms up, take a breath. Bring the right knee into the chest. And then take the knee over toward the right shoulder. So it's up and over. And then the right knee to the ceiling. Open the knee wide to the right. And then bring the knee to the ceiling, and now let the knee cross over the left thigh. With the left hand, draw that right knee toward the left shoulder. And bring the left knee to the ceiling, release the right leg, or the right knee to the ceiling, release the right leg, bring the left knee into the chest. And now the left knee toward the left shoulder. And bring the knee up, open the knee wide to the left. Bring the knee to the ceiling. And now that left knee crosses over the right thigh, right hand draws that leg or that knee toward the right shoulder. And right, the left knee to the ceiling, release the foot. Good. Bring both feet all the way into the hips. And take both feet straight up to the ceiling. Bring the hands in under the hips so the thumbs touch. The ends of the thumbs are touching. Palms down. Hips resting on the backs of the hands. And now, either with bent knees or straight legs, slowly lower your legs toward the mat. Point the toes and lift them back up. Flex the feet, lower both legs down toward the mat. And now point the toes and lift them back up. And slowly lower both legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Bring both knees into the chest. And gently rock. Good. Bring both feet down to the mat. Arms wide. And then take the knees to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Bring the knees to the ceiling and knees left, gaze right. And the knees to the ceiling. Legs are long, arms behind. Big, long stretch. Inhale. And exhale into your Savasana, your resting pose. Just release, soften, breathe, and notice. There are movements, larger movements. And when you're ready, you can come over to one side, lifting back up. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.